Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and if you're watching us for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Now, my fellow Kenyans, it is almost 2 years since the late General Francis Ogola was laid to rest in peace in Siaya County after a serious chopper crash that happened in Elgeyo Marakwet East when General Francis Ogola was inspecting a primary school. But up to now, we don't know where the investigators reached with the case of the late General Francis Ogola, because later on we were only informed that it is only engine malfunction that caused chopper crash that killed CDF General Francis Ogola, where yesterday on Saturday, during the burial ceremony of the late Raila Amolo Odinga's sister, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka risked arrest while telling the people of Kenyans on how things went down during the chopper crash of General Francis Ogola.
As you are about to finish your mission, do not let your guard down. You remain vigilant until you are out of the mission area.
Because let me ask you a simple question, my fellow Kenyans. How can a general inspect a primary school?
Because of the manner in which Ogola died, a lot of rumors are flying around all over. We want these rumors to be put to rest. And this can only happen if there's a thorough investigation to tell us the cause of the death, how that plane came down.
How? Kiaje, there is something that you don't understand. Because the people that were investigating this case, hii case ilikufa kabisa. Hakuna kitu ngine ati yote to investigate. The way the son of General Francis Ogola was spotted during the burial ceremony was enough to tell you that there was nothing like investigation. Hakuna.
Na watu wache kusema hizo maneno zao ati he did this. These guys were friends in State House. Nyinyi hamjai kwenda huko. Mimi mzendo alikuwa ananiambia anapenda president sana. They were good friends. So yo maneno from today, unless you're quoting me, mwachane nayo. Na kwanza yo bloggers always posting those things. Let me just say, Your Excellency, when my mom called me and told me your dad has gone down in a helicopter crash, they're very useless bloggers. You're so quick to post pictures. I've been told by my mother my father has gone down. 10 minutes later, I'm seeing a helicopter burning. What does that mean? Of course he's dead. And people are so insensitive. So you broke the news. Umepewa EGH for breaking the news that the general is dead. Let us be sensitive, tafadhali. Bloggers, what your media? Mwambie wa bloggers wache mchezo. I had mentioned them by name.
The general's son not to be impatient with us. It is not because of anything. It is just because once beaten, twice shy. So we are asking for no stones to be left unturned, and let us know the truth of who killed our uncle, General Ogola. He died too soon, and we are a bit shaken by his death. And you people know, we lost Tom Boya in very tragic circumstances. We lost Ouko in very tragic circumstances. So young man, please just allow investigators to do their work.
Kijana yake aliharibu mambo kabisa tu, mwachane na Ruto, sijui mara Ruto hakuwa Ogola, sijui mara nini. But yesterday, Kalonzo Musyoka dropped a bombshell. And this was not the first time for Kalonzo Musyoka telling the people of Kenyans to be much keen with the administration of President William Samoei, where yesterday he was telling the people of Nyanza region to be keen with this regime of William Samoei as we are going to face presidential voting in 2027. And before you watch the video, ensure that you like our videos. When you like the video, you automatically shows your support on what I'm doing on this platform.
What happened? Tutaulizana maswali haya. I said myself, General Ogola was taken out, a member of this community. I still stand by that statement. We are going to have to interrogate every circumstance so that as men and women, brothers and sisters in Luo Nyanza, in every part of the country, we will be led by the Raila vision. Never betray what our brother Raila stood for. And therefore that
in the print media today. Allow me to repeat, I never like to talk much about my own experience, but I pray. I prostrate before the Lord. And I know that General Ogola was taken out. Are we then going to develop, Bishop Kimeu, how does a nation grow? You have had various versions. Various versions. When people live peaceably, remember, I think the book of Ephesians, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. When Kenyans will learn to live peaceably, and the East African region, and the African region, say no to political killings, say no to planned accidents. So say no, because by the way, when it happens, and you're in the spirit, you know this is not a normal accident. Therefore, when nations will tolerate dissent and our own constitution, which Mzee Kibaki bequeathed this land, and we are honored to have worked with him, Constitution 2010, apart from our Bible, while we are here, if we are guided by the principles, the values under Constitution 2010, then there will never be political killings, there will be political tolerance, and people, men and women, will bring out the best in them, Bishop Kimeu, without fear. You cannot have a nation develop out of fear, out of chaos. That is my prescription. And I know that this land will grow. I'm very optimistic that because of the contribution of the church and men who have rested in their line of duty, like Bishop Zola. I know the younger brother Jonathan because he invited us with the clergy in Embakasi. He's a chairman of all the clergy in Embakasi. I think both Embakasi North, the South, the Central. And we had wonderful time. But now I can see you don't have to do anything to revenge the death of, the punishment of your elder brother. God did it in his own way. And in his own way, God is going to lift.
So that is the statement of Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the party leader of Wiper. By the way, we need to be keen. We need to revisit these cases. Because it is only because even President William Samoei himself was spotted telling Kenya that, General Francis Ogola was trying to do what we did with his victories, to turn up his victories, kufanya nini. So there is something. There is something that is not adding up to date. Because it is almost 2 years. One investigation can take how long? If a job, how long? We need to know what really caused the death of General Francis Ogola. Kuna kitu. There is something. Because the crew within the IEBC, Francis Ogola alikufa, Wafula Chebukati pia akakufa, then the other, kuna wenye wamebaki, but ni wachache. The people who went to visit Wafula Chebukati at night, at 3 p.m. Do you remember during the election, the counting of the presidential voting, time when watu walikuwa na hesabu kura, there was a crew under IEBC who went to visit the late chairman of IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, where General Francis Ogola was among them, among other leaders. Akina TJ Kajwang, where Ruto was recorded telling the people of Kenyans on how General Francis Ogola was planning to do what with his victory, to turn up his victory. So there is something, by the way, that we were not told. So we are not told. Because each and every time, Kalonzo is telling Kenyans that he knows what happened. You know, this popular politician, this politician with legacy, there is something that they understand by the government today, because these people, once upon a time, they were together. They not even together, they always have information, private information, in anything that is happening under the government. So because, Kwani, let me ask you a simple question. Rigathi Gachagua anatoanga nini wapi? Information on how things are happening under the administration of William Samoei Ruto. Anatoanga wapi? These people have the intelligence. So there is something that really happened to the late General Francis Ogola where we are not being told. Then lastly, I think there is something that the government gave the son of General Francis Ogola. Kuna kitu alipewa. Because he was recorded defending his father, the death of his father during the burial ceremony of his father in Siaya County. So we really need to be keen while we are going to face the presidential voting in 2027 on 10th August. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. See you in the next